Good morning. I'm down in Grand Junction. It's a beautiful day. It's early. Getting ready to go in Sam's to do some things. So, anyways, I leave a week from today. Yeah, or tomorrow. If I do it all, I'm going to Utah for my camping trip with Sisters on the Fly that I'm the hostess of. We are going to the Zion Wright Family Ranch, which is on the outskirts of Zion National Park, to the point where the bluff that they live on, the 1,500 acres where we'll be dispersed camping, is an overlook into Zion. So you can normally rent horses and ride out to the either a sunrise or sunset view of Zion, but the horseback riding shut down this year until the end of March. They don't have a wrangler to do that right now. Normally it opens March 1st, and we'll be there the 27th and 28th of February and the 1st and 2nd of March. So, but anyways, that was originally a plan to do that. Probably the sunrise one was what I was interested in, but anyways, so instead taking e-bikes and that kind of stuff. I won't be taking my kayak because the reservoir that's above the ranch, like 18 miles away where we were going to kayak, is still frozen at that elevation. Where the ranch is, the days are in the 50s. They haven't hit 60 yet, but they've been sunny, but the nights still get down into the low 30s. They still freeze. But up higher on the next bluff, I guess, it's like 1,000 feet in altitude gain, and the reservoir is still frozen. So the only place we could have gone kayaking fairly close is an hour and a half away in Hurricane, Utah, at Sand Hollow State Park. So nobody wants to do that. This event is just hanging around and doing some hiking and stuff, e-bike riding, etc., walking our dogs, and we'll probably hike to the rim and overlook into Zion. There are a couple ladies that want to do the Narrows, which is going into Zion and hiking up a creek into. You have to take waders. I'm not going to do that. I have waders, but I'm just not going to do that. They want to do that on Saturday, and I had already planned a craft project for the other ladies, so we'll be doing that, or these two hike that. So anyways, unless they change and do that on Friday, but I'm probably not taking waders to do it anyway. So I'd rather do that in the summer. That's not something I really want to do in February or March. It's too cold. So anyways, but it'll be fun. So a week from today, if I'm going to split the trip up and go halfway, or at least go to like Richfield, Utah, which would be about 2.5 hours away from where I'm going. My whole trip is 6.5 hours. So if I go 4 hours on Wednesday, and then I can get there by noon on Thursday and check in and set up camp. We'll be camping probably in a big circle. That's kind of what they do. This ranch is pretty cool. They have a website, the Zion Wright Family Ranch, and I can't wait to get there and actually do a video from there about the place. But they have a website. You book online. It's 1,500 acres of dispersed camping. They don't have water or power. So all of us with solar, I'm fine because little Ruby's set up for solar. So, and then you have to take your own water. There's no water spigots, but they do have porta potties scattered around. The closest showers are in the town of Virgin, Utah, at a truck stop and a Outfitters. But again, I have the portable shower. I'll take the tent so I can put that up, so break the wind, break the chill on you if you're showering outside. And there's that. And then yeah, so as far as it's $35 a night, and that's not bad. And I've got 5 nights planned because this was my event from October, and I was doing it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night, leaving on Monday. But I'll have an extra night. I'll probably go back in the summer and add some nights to that. I told him I'd rather do that than get reimbursed. And just in case, too, I might even actually have 2 nights, because if I only do 3, if the other ladies are all going to leave Sunday, then I'll just head home on Sunday and probably go most of the way. And then, at least far as the Moab turnoff, and that's only 90 miles from my house, or 90 miles from Grand Junction, and another hour from my house, but I could do that on Monday. So anyways, in hindsight, we should have done it this past weekend, because yesterday was President's Day. But I didn't even think of that when I moved it to February. So I think we couldn't. I think this is the weekend they open up. That's what it is. They kind of closed the ranch for camping after the end of November, so they're closed December, January, and they open up the end of February, 1st of March, however that works out. So excuse me, got a frog in my throat today. So anyways, so I'm down here. I'm gonna do some shopping and stuff. Got to go to Denver this weekend for a baby shower for a new grandchild, so number 4, and so we're excited about that, hoping the weather holds. It was spitting snow at my house this morning, and we're supposed to have more Thursday. And we're going to leave sometime Friday, the baby shower, and the girls are all going to go to the baby shower, and the guys are all going to go do some guy stuff. And that's in the afternoon on Saturday. So we'll spend Saturday night. We got a motel, and then come home Sunday. So, and then I'll have to get ready for my trip. So, so weather permitting, I've got back-to-back trips, but this weekend is moteling it, and then next weekend will be with little Ruby, Rye, and I. So I'll be taking Rye, and just her, so it'll just be a true little Ruby, Rye, and I trip. There's a new policy with Sisters on the Fly. It's not really new, but they're cracking down on people with dogs and kind of taking more dogs than people. So I travel by myself. John doesn't go with my sister's trips, and so I have 1 dog. You know, taking 2, it's technically, they've had trouble with some ladies that take 2 or 3 dogs and think they can control them all the time. So I'm just gonna be going back to just taking Rye. The other thing is, they do not want aggressive dogs or dogs that aren't used to socializing, which that totally is Lobo. So Lobo's become very much a homebody. He's happy there. So he's just going to do that. We'll take him on family camping trips and stuff. But, again, if we take grandkids, or the grandkids meet us with their rig, and the parents can't really take him. He's not kid friendly, and I don't see that really changing at almost 6 years old. They'll be 6 in May. So, hard to believe. They still seem like puppies sometimes, but yeah, so anyways, so there's that. And the other thing is, my husband and I have been talking about possibly selling our house and downsizing, staying in the area. He's got his taxidermy shop 3 miles from our house, but getting off of a property that's just really tying us down. I did the least amount of camping I've ever done this last year. Other than hunting trips, we did quite a few of those, and some family trips over the summer, and I did a couple sisters trips, I think 4, because I started out in Quartzsite for the month of January, and then in February where did I go in February? Utah. And then March I was back in Arizona for Casa Grande at the start of the month, came home, and then went to Williams for another deal the end of March into April. And then after that I did a couple camping trips locally with the boys and kayaking up at Vega Reservoir and stuff, so that was family stuff. But I say the boys, that's our grandkids that live in Grand Junction. They come up a lot on weekends, and so we'll go to Vega camping with them because they like to do that. They love to fish. So anyways, yeah, so I might be putting our house on the market around March 1st. Well, actually that's like a week away, probably March 10th. Once we get back to bare ground again and I can get some pictures, I think I'm gonna test the market, put put it at a price that it's worth, but a little on the high side, and just see. There's a couple houses around that I wouldn't mind having that are on real small properties. There's no hay cutting. There's no anything to irrigate or anything like that. There's not a whole lot of lawns to mow and stuff. One of them is actually my last listing that I didn't sell, and my husband was telling me how much he liked that house. So we went and actually had to go get some stuff out of it that I left in it for open house stuff I forgot about in a cabinet. So we went in there Saturday and looked around, and this is kind of when I started talking about it. So yeah, I truthfully would like to, if we're going to sell the house we're at, leave Colburn, but my husband wants to do 3 more years of taxidermy before he feels like he can retire. So that kind of holds us there, and I don't want to wait 3 years to sell our house. So if we do that, we'll be looking at staying around the area, and then maybe in 3 years selling the next house. But what's really cool is the next house can be totally cash, so there won't be a mortgage. Pay off vehicles, what we still owe on a couple vehicles, and then get those paid down or off, so there isn't much owed. But got a guy picking up trash around me, that's why I keep looking around. But I guess he works for Sam's here, but at first I thought he was like a homeless guy. But anyways, so yeah, so kind of excited about that. I'm ready to downsize. I was ready to sell our place. We had already lived in it 6 years prior to COVID, and in 2019 we talked to Royal Alaskan Movers from Anchorage about so this would have been November and December of 2019, before COVID hit, about moving to Alaska March to April of 2020, and I would have listed our house March 1st then, and we would have everything was really high, property values right then. So we were going to move to Alaska. So in the meantime, COVID hit. We did not move. I didn't list the house. In October of 2020, I found a house for the kids that lived in Washington, which are the kids and grandkids that now live in Grand Junction, and they moved in October of 2020. So now they're really close, and from that point on, John didn't really want to leave. It's the first time any of his 3 kids had been around us that close as adults living. So, and having grandkids that close is really nice. And being boys, John and his son do a lot with the 2 little guys, who will now be, the older one will be 9 in March, and the younger one will be 7 in July. So they're good ages, you know, and not too many years away from hunting on the older one. You can hunt here at, I think you can take hunter safety at 12, and then apply the next draw after your 12th birthday, which since his is March, he can apply in April, and I think he'll be able to hunt as a 12-year-old. Sometimes they have to be 13 by the way the birthdays fall. But anyways, so I don't see us moving from here, but I was really checking out different states like Montana, Wyoming. I still like cold weather. My husband doesn't, but so then we actually, you know, have thought about some places in Texas. I don't think we'd ever move to Arizona. I've been there, done that, and I don't really like living there. I don't mind visiting at all, especially in the winter. But Texas is more, some areas of Texas is more our speed. Anyways, but so for now, we'll if we sell, we'll stay in Colburn, and then just downsize, have a house that's paid for, and then no upkeep, and travel to hunt more, so we won't be hunting our own property, obviously. So do that. I'm excited about that. So I do have to downsize seriously. One of the houses that we like, the one that was my listing, is totally modern. Nothing, it's very European, so it's not my style really, but I can kind of farmhouse it out a little bit with stuff. But as far as the kitchen is like a huge, and it's practically a commercial kitchen, so it's a totally different vibe than our house. But Anyway, so I just wanted to get this out there. I wanted to do a one take and post something today. Probably work on it tonight and actually post it tomorrow. I don't want to do a whole lot of editing. I try not to do a lot of editing anymore on my videos and just turn the camera on and shoot. I just like that better, and it's easier for me to get to shoot one day and get it on the YouTube, get it scheduled at least for the next release. I've been doing that instead of just letting them go live. So I do want to do another live. I was hoping to do one today or tomorrow, but I think I might, since we're going to Denver, I think I'm just going to wait. And my next live will be my trip. Wherever I'm at the night where I stop, I think I'll do a live from there. So somewhere across Utah next Wednesday, I'll be doing a live, I think, and I'll post it as a community or post announcement, so I can, you know, let people know. I did really well on the first one and got some new subscribers, so I'm anxious to do another live, and I want to do them like every 2 weeks right now and just kind of grow the channel that way. And I'll be doing more trips. Spring's coming, so more trips in my future. So I always want to, I'll be doing a video on my trip too and posting that as a camping trip. So anyways, so for now I'm gonna say bye.